Alright.
Stop. Record.
Παρακαλώ. My hair looks crazy.
So Naz, I'm so happy to meet you in person in Napoli. Tell me, first of all, how do you see Napoli, also the team and the city? In the last months, you live here.
Napoli is a unique place for many, many reasons. If you have ever heard about Napoli, obviously you've heard about the food, specifically the pizza. You've heard about the people, specifically, their desire to represent Napoli and be prideful about being from Napoli. And then you've heard about, everything great that the city has to offer. I think that there's no lies in any of those tales that have been told. The water's amazing. I love the city. I think it's beautiful. The food is unreal. My family loves it. I love it. The fans have been great to me. So, I actually have nothing bad to say, about this place. It's been very, very, very special for me and very important in my career. And they've helped allow me to be myself again, for sure.
Does it remind you a bit of Greece?
You know what? The aggression in terms of their desire to win, their desire to allow the country to know, Napoli is at the forefront of all things in terms of them being proud of themselves, of their culture. They have their own specific culture here, in terms of within the country, So it does have a similar representation in terms of, that grit, that fire that Greeks have.
Mm-hmm. You mentioned all of the basic characteristics in Napoli, but I think you forgot the most special one, which is football. How is it for you to live in a city and play in a basketball team in Napoli that lives and has football as a religion?
It's fine for me. I respect and honor all sportsmen first and foremost because I know the commitment, the sacrifice, the work that gets put into our craft, and ultimately you have to perform on game days, and the city comes alive when Napoli has matches. So I honor and respect every athlete and every sport. With that being said, I love this game through and through. When I'm in here, when I'm on the court, when I'm in between these lines, there's nothing else on this earth that I'm thinking about. You know what I'm saying? So I'm here when I'm here.
Mm-hmm. How is the people of Napoli corresponding to the basketball games in here?
You know what? The first half of the season was good. I felt like we dropped a couple games that would have made it great. And then we got hit with a bunch of different things that are out of our control. It comes with the game, injuries, the management kind of changing some guys and putting some new guys in, so it's kind of having a different squad, a bunch of little different things that haven't allowed us to be the best that we can be, I would say. So it's been a struggle in the second half of the season. I haven't played in a while, and when I was playing through an injury that we didn't know that I had. But that being said, there's no excuses. It comes with the game, and we're just striving one game at a time to, fight for these playoffs because it's still reachable.
Mm-hmm. It is a fact that in Italian football there are some social inequalities between north and south. Is it similar? You have played in Brescia also and Armani Milano. Have you seen it with your own eyes, as we say here in Napoli? Is it something similar that happens in basketball?
It's difficult for me to say. I would say I definitely hear about it. I'm here on the South now, so I'm within the South religion, if you will. But I've heard about the South and the North and the way they feel about each other, etc., etc. At the end of the day, it's all hostile environments. So anywhere we go, it's hostile. I don't think there's an extra, form of hostility just because we're from Napoli. And if there is, I'm not aware of it. I'm just, when I'm on the court, I'm focused on winning games.
Mm-hmm. The first one who spoke about this
real good
inequalities is Maradona. What do you know about Maradona, and what have you seen in the city about that? Because in every corner there is a picture of him.
Yeah. There's, like you said, in every corner there's a picture of him. The memorial is amazing. I've seen that with the window. you know, I've been told jokes because obviously you see my hair is the way it is, you know what I mean? And he rocked that, and he really did it. But when you think of Maradona, obviously you think of one of the GOATs, the greatest to ever play, you know, in my opinion, is Messi. And again, I'm not no football fanatic. I just go off of what I've seen and my tidbits here and there. And I mean, his favorite player is Maradona. His son is always at the games. He's a great guy. The city comes alive when that name rings bells, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that says all you need to know about what that name is about.
Napoli is, I'm talking about the basketball team right now. It has, there are some reports that possible reinforcement in and outside of the court, according to the NBA Europe maybe, or in a good head, let's say. Which is the team's goals in the next future?
I think that the owners, specifically Matt, has been very vocal and open about that and their desire to wanting to bring the brand of Napoli basketball to the next levels and new heights. I think NBA Europe would be an elite opportunity. Obviously, when they do come, there's going to be steps to getting into that. I'm not on the management side, so I don't know the logistics, I don't know the steps, but I do know the desire of their want to be on that type of stage. And I think that it's an actual shame that Napoli hasn't been on these stages before, because I mean, these fans are second to none. The city is elite. I mean, it's up there with the best of them. It's beautiful. It's like a picture, you know what I mean, in a book. I can go on, and I'm not just trying to say that because I'm here now. I've heard it from a lot of players that I've played with in the past and that have played here, that it is what it is. So I think that if NBA Europe were to come, or you know, any of the cups were to present an opportunity, I think it would be foolish for their side to not want Napoli in it for the market that they have here.
I will go back to September, where you got the transfer in here. Do you want to tell us more about how it went and decided to join Napoli?
It was a process because my agent and I were kind of looking at some offers from some teams and just trying to do the logistics and see what makes sense, because for me ultimately this was a year to prove to Europe and whomever was following me that I'm, one, healthy, two, can play the game at the level that I believe I can play it at, and then three, ultimately contribute to a team to win things, you know what I mean? Like, I needed to be on the court. I needed to fight for championships. I needed to go through my losses and my wins again. You know, it was an absolute honor to wear the jerseys that I have in the previous years. But I mean, I love this game. I'm not just somebody who's here for the check. I'm not somebody who's here to just ride the wave into a championship. I'm not there in my career. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with guys who are. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a very elite opportunity to be a part of a program like Olympiacos, for example. And I think they're the favorites to win this year. I think anybody would say that, and I genuinely believe that they will do it. Obviously, the Final Four is a one and done type of thing, so it can go any other way. But those are my brothers over there, and I want to win them. I want to see them win a championship. I want to see that organization, you know, win a championship, because they deserve it. Would I have loved to be a part of that? Absolutely. But I need to play. I needed to play, so that's why it all came about me coming and signing here.
Perfect. Let's go to your chapter in Olympiacos, the 2 seasons. The team has always the pressure to conquer titles, and you know that because you've played there. How do you feel this pressure? How do you adapt?
When I was there? I mean, I understood it, I honored it, and it motivated me to be better every day. I mean, it's not an easy place to play in terms of, you know, what they need for their pressure to be canceled out, and that's ultimately winning. So when you're not winning, I mean, you're going to feel it. So it allows you to strive for absolute greatness on every night, especially the derby. So it was an honor, man, to just know what it takes to be a championship level player on a championship level team. That's all it comes down to.
Did you feel that you could have given more to the team while you played in Olympiacos?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, for sure, I didn't play. You know what I'm saying? And it's not no knock on Coach. I mean, Coach Barzokas is one of, you know, the best coaches to ever coach the sport, especially on this side of the world. And I mean, his logistics in terms of, you know, the numbers and the way he analyzes things and the way he uses his system and plugs in the players is second to none, in my opinion. And he's a great person too. With that being said, I didn't play. When I first got there, I played in the Cup. I had a great run, and I played in the finals. We won. And for me, that wasn't even close to the surface of what I felt like I could give. But it's okay, you know, things ended up the way they did, and I had a great experience there, and those are my people over there. I got love for them, and It is what it is, but I needed to play, you know what I'm saying, to perform.
Totally. How the return of Sasha Vezenkov in Olympiacos changed the plans in the beginning of the season?
For me?
From your point of view, you were living inside in the court.
No, I mean, Sasha coming back to Olympiacos was the best thing that could happen to Olympiacos. I mean, he is who he is, you know. Sasha is dedicated 110% to the game. There's a reason he makes the money he makes. There's a reason why he delivers the way he does, and it's because he is an elite player. So, like, it was an absolute honor to play with him every night. He makes it easy, you know. When things are scrambling, just look to see where Sasha's cutting or find a way to get it to him, and he'll make a play. So it was amazing to play with him for as long as I did.
In the last two GBL finals, we saw the teams with disadvantage conquering the title. The last season was a type of revenge from the last two seasons because you lost the series from 2-0.
Yeah, I think so. I think it was very important to bounce back from that loss because we should not have lost the first year, but Panathinaikos played hard. They found a way to grit it out, and they won, you know. So to win last year was very special for many reasons. If you know the Greek Derby, you know. So yeah, it was very special to get that win, and I was very happy to be there for that and see these guys pull it through.
So you played both in Italian and Greek basketball league. Which is the differences you find, and why in Italy the competitiveness is higher?
I think top to bottom the league is more balanced in terms of, you know, your EuroLeague teams here are Bologna and Milan, and I think guys understand within this league like they can get beat, you know what I mean? There's enough talent across the board in all teams top to bottom to sneak out W's versus them, whereas in the Greek league it's very top dominant. I know Panathinaikos dropped 2 or 3 this year, and I think the Greek league is coming along in terms of the talent and getting spread with new ownership with PAOK, with new ownership with Aris, with new ownership across the board. I mean, it's well on its way, and the Greek league is very physical, and it's an honorable league for sure. I just think the balance over here in terms of skill and talent is a little more even keel.
Since you told about Aris, how do you see the new era of the team, both off and on the court, since your brother Eliza is playing there?
I got no denies that they're going to continue to rise. You know, with you know, the management that they have in there, and the players that they've plugged in there, they're just going to continue to get better, and that fan base is unreal. So the rise of Greek basketball is continuing to go forward.
And also the other team you told about here in PAOK, there are some Italian reports connecting you and PAOK. Could you give us more about that?
I mean, I have a Greek passport, you know what I'm saying? My mother is Greek. My brother has a Greek passport. My son was born in Athens, the whole 9 yards. Of course, there's going to be these type of reports. But I'm here, you know what I'm saying? I'm focused on what I got going on here. I just came off of a broken finger. I haven't played in a month, and then the month before that, it was broken. So I mean, I'm 110% focused on what we got going here, and you know, in the summer we'll figure out negotiations if they are serious about that, and I think we go from there.
How do you see the rise in? I mean, you mentioned it, Aris PAOK. How do you see the next steps of Aris and PAOK? Aris, you told about us, but PAOK has a huge impact now in Greece. About some thoughts about Eurocup, why not the EuroLeague? We'll see. How do you see? And also Andrea Tircheri as the new coach and Italian coach. Yeah. How do Italian people react when they hear his name?
I mean, one, he's a well-respected coach. I mean, his resume speaks for itself. Two, people who have met him and people I've spoken to about him because they've played for him in the past say that he's a very knowledgeable man and honorable in terms of, you know, just the way he goes about the game, and he's very detail-oriented and stuff like that. So, I mean, you see PAOK making moves like that, and then obviously knowing who the management is. And same thing on the RS side, I think that rivalry is going to continue to grow, and it's going to be great for Greek basketball. It's going to be great for European basketball as a whole. And I mean, there is no ceiling in terms of where the potential can go with that, for sure.
Would you like to return to the the Greek championship in Greece?
I would, yeah, for sure, 100%. Because again, I take pride in you know, my foundation, my roots, my bloodline, and you know, part of that goes through Greece. And I haven't put my best foot forward in Greece. And you know, I'm highly motivated to go back when the time is to go back, to allow people to understand that, like, I'm not just another player, man. Like, you know, with all due respect to everybody else, I pour my soul into this, and I will show it one day, and I do want to show it on Greek land.
So you see that as an unfinished job?
100%.
We can say.
Yeah.
Perfect. Chapter national team. Now, Naz, tell me how you felt when you wore for the first time the jersey of the Greece.
It's an unexplainable feeling, bro. To wear those colors, one, that blue, I love that blue. It's clean, you know what I mean? Two, these are things that legitimately my mother, my brother, and I, my family, we used to speak about when we were kids. And it was just hypothetically speaking. And one of our favorite movies, me and my brother, is Through the Fire by Sebastian Telfair. And his older brother used to play in Greece. And at those times when we used to watch that movie, we didn't know. And time went on, and we're like, yo, he plays in Greece, and da-da-da-da. The whole connection happened because we always used to watch it, and our life was similar to that. And we dreamed about playing in Greece together one day and against each other. And I mean, we started to live those things. So to be able to represent the country with the national team, when we got that first win, it was like, I don't know, man. It was very, very special. Very special.
Which were your first reactions setting on the court in your first game in 2004?
I was super excited, man. I was super excited. Like, I couldn't even contain myself, you know. It was just to wear the jersey. First and foremost, the jerseys are fire, you know what I mean? Like, clean cut Nike jerseys. Secondly, like, to just look around and see, you know, guys who are willing to leave it all out on the floor, to not leave the floor if necessary for the flag. Like, those are the people I want to play with. These are the organizations I want to play for people who love and honor the game and don't just do it to just do it. You get what I'm saying? So, like, it was beyond special to play for the national team.
Totally. By getting the Greek passport, to be honest, it came late.
Insanely late, yeah.
Was that a justice, a relief for you getting this?
Absolutely. My mother put in 10 years of hard work to get it, and she deserves all the praise, you know what I mean? Like, she busted her back, lawyers, going here, going there, flying here, flying there, finding these papers, doing this, doing that. And my mother spent a good amount of time in Greece. She speaks the language. My grandparents were both born in Greece. Like, at the end of the day, it came when it did, and we're very fortunate, we're very blessed, and we're very thankful.
How did the coach Panoulis approach you when he asked you to join the Greek national team?
It was
What made you say yes?
Yeah. Well, first it was a call, you know what I mean? And once I got that call, man, I just felt honored. I felt blessed and very motivated to play for a legend like himself and somebody I relate to, man. He lives and breathes this thing, you know what I mean? And when you play for somebody who lives and breathes basketball, you're going to listen to criticism. You're going to listen to what they have to say. You're going to respect it. And you're going to run through a wall for them. So when he called, I mean, it wasn't a question of whether I was going to do it or not.
You mentioned me before your mother is your biggest support in your whole career.
Yeah, I would say so. I would say my mother, my family in general, you know what I mean? When things are going on, like, they all pay attention. I got nieces and nephews as well. We got a big family, so I would say we're all pretty tight-knit, supporting each other.
So you take courage, let's say, from your whole family.
For sure.
What about Eliza? Do you, let's say, have a type of, let's say, competitiveness, motivation also?
Yeah, for sure. Just because we want to push each other to be great, but, like, I'm not going to sit here and lie. Like, I want to see him be the most successful person in the world, and even if that means subsiding my success, I mean, 100%. I lay it on the line. He's not just my brother, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a real relationship there, and we talk every day, and I want to see him be great because I've already seen his greatness, and I knew he was going to be great when no one in the world thought he was going to be great, you know? So, yeah, I take pride in that relationship, and every time he has success, regardless if it's against the team that I'm playing for or not, I'm happy for him. But when we get on the lines, we compete. You know what I'm saying? Because we honor this game.
Did you need his advice in a tough time in your career?
Do I need my brother's advice?
Mm-hmm. And your family in general?
I rely on the people. I rely on the people that, you know, I take. I want to say pride or honor in relying on. You know what I mean? There's a handful of people, because I feel like as a man, you got to handle your business yourself. So, you know, when I need help, I rely on those people in that corner.
Mm-hmm. If you could turn back time, what would you change in your career? Maybe decision, maybe a wrong decision on the court?
Probably would have came to Europe earlier, just because, you know, it was cool chasing the dream. I felt like I could have helped an NBA team, especially in those young years. With that being said, COVID prohibited me from coming earlier. I think if I would have came and got my feet wet in the European game a little earlier, I would have been better off. As far as I came, I had a big year. I went to the biggest stage. I needed to learn more, but people wanted me to produce immediately. It took me a second to bring success in terms of winning individually. I was playing really well when I first touched the EuroLeague stage. So I think my developmental process would have been better off if I had came a little bit earlier, but there's no regrets, man. I'm happy where I'm at, and I'm still good to go. You know what I mean? So it is what it is.
And that's the meaning of that. I hear you that you have a high motivation.
Yeah.
I mean, improving in the whole Europe.
Yeah, for sure. I'm not coasting by any means, and people will see that soon.
And last question, Naz, what do you miss most from Greece? The typical answer is Fredo.
I'm a big Fredo guy. I don't know, man. That spinacopita, is that how you say it? Spinacopita? Spanakopita. That's my. Nah, but all seriousness, you know, not to just make jokes. The water, the people, the vibes, the culture. I got love. I mean, I'm Greek. You know what I'm saying? And my son was born there, and I want him to learn the language. So at some point when we get back there, we're gonna pour into the country as much as we can to get what we can out of it. We have a property out there. Like I look at Greece as my second home for real. So I miss it in general. And my mom, she is the best version of herself when she's in Greece. So at some point when I do go out there, it'll allow her to spend more time out there. And as a family, we can just grow and just stay intact with our roots, man, and that's really what it comes down to.